the Lego Movie Part 2, the second part, is directed by Mike Mitchell and has quite a lot of big cast. You got Chris Pratt, Elizabeth Banks.
A lot of them
returning from the first film.
Movie, yeah.
And you also got newcomers such as Tiffany Haddish, Maya Rudolph, and among others. And this is the sequel to the first Lego Movie that came out in 2014. And in this story, we deal with, it's 5 years later after the events of the first movie, where we have, set in the city of the Lego world, we have the master builder Emmett and his friends have defeated the Lord Business from the first movie, and they're getting invaded by what's basically called the sister universe, where all these adorable little toys come together to try to work things up.
It's like the big old fat Legos, you remember them?
Yeah,
like
the
doctor's office,
the
bigger ones, and it's like a lot of these little candy heart looking things.
Yeah. And then they comes there, and then they start to get invaded by this this villain that they set up, played by Tiffany Haddish's character, who's the queen of like the Sista universe, and basically it's up in who's trying to like supposedly brainwash him into, you know, being happy and stuff like that,
and girly,
and it's up to Emmett and this later guy that he meets named Rex, who have to team up to try to save his friends. And now here's some backstory. Now, back in 2000, growing up, I was always a Lego. I always grew up with Legos and everything. They were always my fun.
I still kind of think they're fun.
I do too. I still.
But I'll tell you, me buying them for my kids, them fuckers are expensive.
Yeah, but growing up, Legos were the shit for me, man. Like I remember when I was a kid, I used to have all the little Star Wars Legos and stuff. And
I've had all kinds, man.
It's just they're so much fun. And then when the first Lego movie came out back in 2014, I got a kick out of that movie a lot, man, because that movie was like so. It was not only really adorable, but it was very clever too. It was very fresh for a new idea. Basically.
It was a new idea that we never get to see. That I'd love to see more keep building off, and which they have. You know, we got the Batman and the Ninjago movie, and we're supposed to get Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think, but that's not. I don't think that's not Lego. That's a different type of. But we're supposed to get
they're getting a Lego version.
They're getting a Lego Minecraft movie, I guess. Okay, yeah.
They're wanting to expand on other ideas. Yeah. Like Minecraft's a big thing for kids today, and they want to do a Lego out of it. Which I heard it's 2020. It might have a release in 2020.
Okay. Yeah, and then the other ones that came out, Lego Batman, I really enjoyed. Not as on par with Lego Movie, but still good. Then Ninjago was probably my least favorite, because that one was just kind of there.
It was the only one, even though... It's the only one that has nothing to do really with
the main story, because
Batman did.
Batman was a full spin-off because Batman was in the first Lego movie.
Yeah, so and they bring it up the events in this one. Yeah,
and then though there are some references and a couple characters that appear from Ninjago that appear in this one.
Yes,
they're in canon.
Yeah,
and so with the newest one, when I see the trailers for it, I was going into it the same mindset I could do the first one. All right, this is gonna be good. Probably not as good as the first, but and then but it's probably what I expect. And lo and behold, it's about what I expected.
Yeah, it's what I expected. It's not as good as the first,
but still a lot of fun.
It's not as good as the first, but still I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah. So to get my pros out of the way, once again, the world building they set up with like the different locations they go to, and the way that they're kind of set up the whole storyline with Emmett and everyone having to change basically. I thought it was a really good message, not only for kids, but also like it really develops a great character arc from the first film.
Yeah, I did like that. And I also really liked how, like you said, it really teaches about, because you guys remember in the Lego movies, they had the human parts and stuff, and they really play off their emotions. Like this one, the brother's gotten older, and he's
it's basically like giving your past behind, growing up. The movie has a theme about growing up, and I like that it really teaches the message about that in this.
Yes, that is a good message. And I will say that I laughed my ass off.
This movie was hilarious.
Just like the first one, it was cute, very kid for children, but it was also can make an adult laugh. I was laughing.
And I was actually surprised by a lot of the references they had a lot in this.
References
they really get other movies that probably kids like our age.
What's cool is
older kids grew up with.
Chris Pratt's character. If you remember, he's the guy who screwed up everything in Infinity War. He screws up everything in this one. and they're giving him hell for it, which was pretty funny.
And they also, he not only voices Emmett, but he also voices the Rex character, which is basically Chris Pratt playing all his characters from his other movies, like from Jurassic World and Magnificent Seven.
I like that part where they're going through like like it's a commercial toy thing, and they're talking really fast, and if you hear the reference, they go, all the movies he did after he was fat.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a lot of funny elements that I think anybody of all ages can laugh.
Yeah, and of course, once again, the animation in this is like really skyrocketing, and plus,
I love the Armageddon.
I love too, like in the opening like 20 minutes or so, where it's like Mad Max. It was very reminiscent of Mad Max Fury Road.
It's like if you take here's the settings. It's like you take the Game Board Candyland for the sister thing. Yeah. You had Mad Max first half and Star Wars in the second half. Yeah. It was pretty good. And I also like a lot of hints of Lego Dimension.
Yeah, like I'm saying, there's a game that was out called Lego Dimensions, where if you... It's hard to describe. Like, it's a game where you basically, it's a play to life kind of game where you actually have real Lego pieces that you can put on this console, and you can actually play any characters you want. And it has to do with like time travel and stuff. And they actually use that similar in this movie. They actually do a plot device.
I was kind of glad they did that.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah. And plus, it was also, you know, good that they had
Will Arnett, playing Batman. He's awesome. Dude. He makes me laugh every fucking time. Though I was kind of surprised Batman was really sidelined as a motherfucker.
He was, because you got to think too, because he also had his other spinoff he did. So they want to give him more time now and focus on the other characters.
I mean, well, the other superheroes really are hardly in it. If you're expecting Superman and all of them to be in this like storyline throughout the no.
But it is funny because they actually play a nod to Justice League from a couple years ago. They even get Jason Momoa to play Aquaman again. So the film does have a lot of charm, and the animation is also
it is adorable too. It's very adorable. Yeah.
Now,
kids.
if I had like really any minor cons, I'd say that the movie isn't like, as far as the storyline, it's not like as strong or as like newly fresh as the first one was.
And you can tell on a story standpoint, it's a little drop. It's just really just I mean, I wouldn't say fully standard, but I also got to say that I didn't think the villain was nowhere near like Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell was in the first one. I thought the villain was a step down.
Yeah, and I thought that. I mean, I haven't really seen her in a lot of films. I'm not really the biggest Tiffany Haddish. So I mean, it's really it's not really her fault. It's just that the way they kind of wrote her character in, the kind of lines they gave her, I just felt like. I didn't really care too much.
I didn't either.
So that was one of my issues. But other than that, I mean, I still got into the movie. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. So with that, I'm probably going to go with the first one. If I was going for a new grade system, I'd probably give the first one like maybe a high compelling grade.
The first one was a high compelling.
This one I'd probably go with like a low compelling grade.
Yeah, this one's a low compelling grade for me too.
Fair enough. For those of you who have also seen the Lego Movie Part 2, the second part, let us know in the comments below of what you thought about it, and also the other Lego movies as well. And if you like what you see here, you can feel free to like, subscribe to our channel, and check out some of the reviews here and our website at filmphreeks.com, and we'll be seeing you in our next review. We'll see you later.
Later.